is Shaquille O'Neal, otherwise known as the Diesel, otherwise known as Big Chungus, I think. Is this dude the richest man alive? You know, he's a former NBA Hall of Famer. Well, he is an NBA Hall of Famer, former MVP, NBA champion, dominant big man, maybe the best center of all time in the NBA. Whatever, you never know. He was goated.
Well, give me your best. Let me see your best.
But somehow after the NBA, Shaquille O'Neal kept the fame, but almost actually doubled his fame every single year. I'd still say he's one of the most famous people alive right now. Big Shaq. Hilarious, funny, nonchalant, works about 55,000 hours a day, is in every single commercial, icy hot. Never used it, but I know Shaq is the icy hot guy, only because of Shaq. He apparently owns every Wendy's, everything this dude owns. Papa John's. He just bought this league called the Dunkman League, where he awards $500,000 to everyone, or to the person who has the best dunk in his new league.
Yes, introducing the Dunkman League, founded by Commissioner Shaquille O'Neal. Wow.
And I'm thinking, is this amazing former athlete, GOAT, is he the richest man ever? No, I know he's not actually. That would be, Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk or whoever the hell has all the oil in Saudi Arabia, whatever. Those guys have a lot of money. Scary money. But Shaq's grind and Shaq's work ethic is something that we should all take some tips from. The dude put his body through a living, torturous hell in the NBA. And his whole game was basically being a bruiser. He just beat you on brute force. Made the kids go, ooh, I want to be like Shaq one day. Son, you'll never be like Shaq. Will you be 7'1", 985,000 pounds, and just wreck your body against the biggest men in the world and make them look small? Probably not. But he has a doctorate. The dude is a genius. They call him Dr. Shaq now on every podcast. Like, he's tying Kevin Hart for commercials. Kevin Hart, the man who's in, buy DraftKings, do this, do that, do this. I'm Kevin Hart. But you know what? I don't mind when Shaq's in the commercials because Shaq isn't annoying. Shaq is just, I'm Shaquille O'Neal. Here's this product. You should buy it. I somehow own 90% of this company. I somehow own every Papa John's you've ever been to. I somehow will control this world. He is like a sleeper pick for like one of the hardest working men ever. In this Dunkman League, even though I think it sounds like the dumbest thing ever, listen, I love sports. I have a sports channel. It's like half my life. Is it dumb? Sure, yeah. But I'm sure he will somehow turn this Dunkman League into something everyone will at least watch. Somehow. At least NBA fans, for sure skis. And I'm going to tune in. As much as I think, like, okay, it's just dunking and awarding a winner for the best dunk. Like, look at the dunk contest in the NBA. Boring as hell. No one watches it because what else can they possibly do at this point? We've seen every variation of a dunk, but Shaq, who just basically released it today, I'm going to watch it because this guy figures out a way to make everything popular, everything fun, everything exciting. Every TV, he's on the NBA on TNT, which, is dealing with some broadcast issues, but they got it figured out. They will be staying on the air. And I watched that a lot because of Shaq's back-to-back with Charles Barkley. Like, he is just pure entertainment. And not just a dumb entertainer, one of the most smart businessmen, like the most marketable guy ever. And I love him. And I'm weirdly obsessed with him. And I have taken away, you know what? Post 1 million times a day. That's why I do it. That's why I post 2 times a day on here, 4 to 5 times a day on my other sports account because of Shaq. Just keep putting things out there and they stick. And he found a way to keep being on every TV screen without being annoying because he's just a cool guy who's fully himself in every commercial, in every movie, and every ad. It doesn't matter. And Shaq is someone we can all look to and be like, you know what? I want to be like Shaq. Now, in terms of busy, Tom Holland is on a spree. He just said today that the Odyssey, which is the new movie coming out, directed by Christopher Nolan, and I was never a movie guy that was like, who is the director? Let me see before I watch this. I would watch anything. Any excuse to go to the movie theaters, I would go. I love being lazy. I love putting on pajamas and a big hoodie so I can look skinny in it. And I'll go to any movie, bag of popcorn, bring some friends, maybe even a cute girl that'll finally agree to go with me, and I'll watch it. And Tom Holland is filming the Odyssey. Just filmed Brand New Day, was in Scotland and Ireland and all these places filming it. He's giving us the movie of the summer, Brand New Day, then giving us the Odyssey after. He could potentially be in Avengers Doomsday, not for sure. So that's even more work, more filming, and could also be in Avengers Secret Wars, which is coming out a year after that. He is doing more than most people ever could think of. And it's people like him that make me go, you know what? If there's a human being on this earth who has the same time I do, the same type of energy, then I should be able to do a lot more than what I'm doing right now. Sure, I just sit my fat ass down and talk about stuff that's happening in the world, but there's always room for more. And Tom Holland's work ethic, and every movie he's in, every Spider-Man movie I've ever seen with Tom Holland as Spider-Man, banger. He's a great actor. I had no idea he was British. Like, he fits the Spider-Man accent, the, hey, Spider-Man here. I'm Spider-Man from Queens. I didn't even know he's British. I had no idea. The dude is A1, not corny, pure work ethic, pure talent, funny, dating Zendaya. No, almost, I think, engaged now to Zendaya. The dude is a winner, and something that I can take from that is just work. This guy is working harder than almost every single one of us. I can't speak for you. Maybe you're a workaholic yourself, and I'm jealous of you, and I respect you, and I love you. I love you too much, and I love Tom Holland. Speaking of Zendaya, Euphoria, the new season is about to come out, or just did come out as of today, and holy heck balls. Listen, all of her scenes in that show are really depressing. I do skip most of them because they really are just about her, being really sad and taking drugs. And listen, I don't do any of that stuff, and I try not to watch scenes that also make me sad too, because I'm sad sometimes. Sometimes I don't want to watch scenes that also make me even more sad. But this show, Euphoria, with Sydney Sweeney, who we all love. Sydney, love you. Obsessed with her. She's obviously very attractive. So is Zendaya. So is everyone in this show. I mean, the guys are handsome. I don't think that's that weird to say. And sure, this could be a girls' show, but it's not. I finished the first full season while I was in college. I stayed in, could have gone out many times. I just sat there and grinded in my apartment while all these guys were going out, drinking. I was sitting my fat ass down in my apartment, finishing Euphoria on my own. And I'm telling you, having elite ball knowledge of this show will impress every woman you know. And if you're a girl watching it, I respect you, I love you, fantastic show. And I'm so excited to just sit down, glaze this show, watch the entire thing and go, that was really good. Because now I have this to watch, now I have The Boys. I think TV shows are really coming back. And as my friend Mason would say, there's no better thing in life. Like, life is peaking when you work all day, you have some fun with your friends, you do fun stuff, and then at night, you can come home by yourself and turn on your new favorite show. It's like peak. Right before you go to bed, you watch 30 minutes, then sleep, and shows are peaking right now. We are hashtag Papa Blessed. Dan Hurley and UConn just lost in the NCAA championship for men, but it's not about the loss. It's about how I don't watch a single game of college basketball until March Madness, which is the most fun thing ever. Don't know any players. I'm not trying to sound like a cool, I don't watch that. I'm too busy. No, I love the NBA and all this stuff. Too much time is spent on that stuff already that I can't afford to watch regular NCAA games. But I have grown to know Dan Hurley for the past 5 years. He's in every single March Madness tournament. He's won a couple. The dude is a dog. And the reason I love him so much is because he cares so much. He shows that when you like something, and if you really want to be good at something, you have to be weirdly obsessed. And every play, his team turns the ball over, which is going to happen. Every time his players mess up, the guy is in an absolute rage because he cares about every single minute detail, every single play. I've never seen a coach who's so publicly, the cameras are on him, interviewed every play, always clipped, because he's passionate, because he loves it, because he'll do anything to win. And that guy has also motivated me to show, you know what, even though he lost, the guy will be there right back next year, and the next year, and the next year. He turns all of his players and amplifies them into gems and gets them drafted, and Dan Hurley is a hard-working man. Okay, so the Florida man thing is still going on. There's still a website that tracks what people in Florida did to break the law that day, and they do some crazy stuff in Florida. Just saw this trending clip of this guy driving in reverse, at a left-hand stop. He took a whole left in reverse. Insane, impressive, but also illegal, and he was arrested. But the people in Florida, I respect them, even though not the crazy ones that do really bad stuff, but the fact that Florida is this hotspot of just crazy stuff, Every time I go there, I'm pleasantly surprised and I have a weird amount of fun. It's like, for me, the closest thing to Europe you can have in the US. Every time I want to take a Europe trip but I can't afford it or I can't go that far, I just go to Florida. Whether it be Boca, whether it be Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Tampa, I don't really know the names, but every time I go there, I have a weirdly good time. Everyone in that state is they just let go. They have fun. They're exotic. It's a melting pot, kind of like here in Los Angeles, but they don't care. And I love that. And I think Florida will forever be the most fun place to travel to in the US for both good and for bad reasons. Tip of the day that I've been learning lately is say no to others, but yes to yourself. And this is mostly about peer pressure that I've been learning is like when all your friends like want to go out and want to go do something, like example, go to the arcade. I love Dave & Buster's, but if I know, like yesterday, I had about a 16-page paper and I was going to finish it yesterday, but all my friends were going to Dave & Buster's and I'm like, damn, I don't want to disappoint them. I want to go have fun. But I said no because I knew I had it all planned that night to finish my essay. And sometimes you really do have to put your foot down and say no to others, say no to things that you don't want to do, say no to things that you do want to do, if that means you say yes to yourself and do the things that you need to be doing. And it really is one of the best lessons I've ever learned from my friends. They've told me that to continue to just say yes to yourself. You know, you have to put yourself first sometimes in situations that you don't want to, but you know you have to.